How do I navigate this world as a woman of colour? I mean, some days are easier than others, right? I try to be intentional and I monitor my energy levels really closely. I work in business, which means I'm often in these spaces where I'm the only woman at the table, I'm the only Aboriginal person in the room, and that can leave me a whole different kind of tired. You know, it's like my energy is flowing out, but it's not necessarily coming back to me. So I have to find ways to restore myself, and sometimes that's through self-care practices, you know, being in nature or journaling or painting, but often it's about intentionally putting myself in spaces that have been created by other women of colour, and they're spaces that are filled with music and laughter and warmth and colours and vibrancy, and that's how I find balance. The women of colour who have impacted my 2019, oh my gosh, this year I have met so many incredible Aboriginal business women, and they've brought so much joy into my life, and now my home is filled with their products. And I live partly overseas in Miami, and I go to all these community events that are run by strong women of colour, and that gives me so much inspiration to come back to Australia and to create similar events here. But in 2019, it's also been a year where I've had to take a lot of personal agency. You know, I had this moment of waking up and realising that there was so many things in my life that were not where I wanted them to be. And everything has been up for interrogation, everything from my business to my home to my relationships. And so this year really has been one where I have had to kind of claim my own power. And the question that I get asked the most, I get asked all the time, how do I be a good ally to Aboriginal people? And I started saying, I don't know. I don't have the answer to that because it's not my work, it's your work. My work is figuring out how I can be the best Aboriginal woman I can be, how I can contribute to my community, and I can love my family and care for country and enact what I believe is my responsibilities as an Indigenous woman and a global citizen, somebody who travels a lot and visits other people's country. You know, I'm still learning how I can be a good ally to the communities that I'm visiting.